Welcome to Homestead Blessings.
Today we'd like to share with you homestead hints, tips, recipes, and other blessings.
So come and join us as we get started.
Hello, I'm Vicki, and today we're going to be talking about basil. I'd like to share a really wonderful basil tip with you that I just really was grateful when I found out about it. And that is, if you want your plants to be nice and bushy and your leaves to stay nice and big so you can use your basil for other projects and recipes, cut these flowering tips right off. As soon as you start seeing them, just cut them right off. You can use that in some of your recipes, your pesto, your basil butter, which we're going to make today. And when you cut those off, that encourages the plant to bush out and not to seed. And that's what, in this case, that's what you want. You want your basil to last a little longer in the season, and I thought that was a wonderful tip. I hope it helps you. So I'm going to start right now with cutting up my leaves really good for some basil butter. And I've got like less than half a pound in a bowl that I've softened. And I've got these nice wide basil leaves that I've taken off the stem. I'm going to roll these leaves up. I lined them up, stacked them on top of each other, and now I'm just going to roll them up like this, really nice and tight. Take my scissors and cut very thin pieces. And remember to be very careful when using scissors. Now those ribbons are very nice, making basil ribbons for other dishes you might on the top of soups or in potato salad, different things that you might want basil in. Well, I'm just going to take these ribbons again and I'm going to cut it some more, because every time I cut it, that brings that nice, beautiful, fresh basil flavor out. That is going to be wonderful. So I'm cutting them very tiny, very tiny. So I've got them all cut up, and I'm using this bowl right here. I've got some more basil cut. I'm going to sprinkle it in my bowl. Lots of basil, and I'd say several tablespoons. This is something that you can almost make up your own recipe for. You just want enough of the herb in there, the basil herb, to make your butter very flavorful. So now, this is pretty fast. Now I'm going to just start plopping my butter in here until I think it looks really good. I think I can start stirring this up real pretty. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is so nice. That flavor is delicious. Now, I am going to, I think I could even add a little more butter. That's beautiful. And I've just stirred that all around. And I have found this really nice little flat jar that I love. It already has a lid. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my basil butter in this jar. And this is so nice that I can put all my basil butter in here. I can even wait like maybe till the next day. If I do that, then the flavors of the basil will go all throughout my butter, and it will be so wonderful. Okay, and what's really nice, I could put the top on here. I can put this butter in the refrigerator, put that top on there, and if I want to, I could even take that over to a friend. They're having us over for dinner, and I can present her with a really nice little basil butter gift. But this is really fast and easy. I hope you try it. Another wonderful thing we can do with basil, we can keep it fresh in the winter. And we can do that with vinegar. And this is just a wonderful, simple, easy tip. I'd like to show you what we're going to do. We're going to take our basil leaves once again, cut them off the stem or pull them off the stem. We're going to cut the basil very small. Doesn't have to be as small as when you're making the butter, but you can cut them in nice pieces, nice pieces. Then you take a nice small jar, small is better. Take a nice small jar, pack it with your basil leaves that you've already cut up real nice and real fine. Oh, it smells so nice and fresh. And I'm just going to keep putting the basil leaves in there. This is really neat. As many as I can in that nice jar. And then we use apple cider vinegar. It is a wonderful vinegar, and it's nice and strong. That's going to help keep your basil fresh. And we like to cover the basil, make sure that the vinegar is covering that basil really nice. And that was very simple, just pour the basil right over. And then I use a plastic top, because if we use our metal lids like we do in canning, the vinegar and the metal don't get along. So we want to use plastic. The vinegar will not bother the plastic. Put that little plastic lid on there. And then we have our basil, and we can open this lid later on when we need to use our basil for soups or salad, potato salad or whatever. We have our basil. It has a little bit of vinegar flavor, but it is delicious, and this will keep fresh. After you've opened it once and used some, it would probably be better to keep it in the cool or keep it in the icebox. So this is another wonderful way to have two nice little jars, and these also would make nice little gifts. After you're through with all your basil leaves and you've gotten them all out of there, there's a delicious basil vinegar you can use in salad dressings and soups and all kinds of things. Wonderful, wonderful way to keep your basil. I hope you'll try it.
Join us again next time for more homestead tips, hints, recipes, and other blessings.
And be sure to come by and visit our website.